The term saturation of a color refers to its degree of richness or purity. Another way of talking about it is how gray is the color. Other commonly used terms you'll find in art books and courses are intensity and chroma. Basically, they all mean the same thing. In the early 1900s, an artist called Munsell came up with a chart to help explain color in a rational way. And he used numbers instead of names to describe a color, which he could then use with his students to explain different levels of saturation. The highest saturation on this scale is between a 10 and a 14, and different pigments have different high levels of saturation. So for here, for example, you can see a green, yellow, blue, and red. At the highest level of saturation, we'll use the term vivid. Those are a 10, 12, or 14. The next level of saturation, slightly less saturated, which we'll call just strong, and that's a level 8, you can see here. And now these are slightly grayer, they don't look quite so pure. Then there's a middle level of saturation, again much grayer than the full level of saturation. And then a weak level, which is a value 2 on the Munsell scale. And now you can see the colors almost disappeared out of the patch of color. And finally we get down to a neutral saturation, which is a pure gray. That's a saturation of 0, and now you can't even tell the hue of the patch of color. So we can use this scale of 0 to 12 or 14 as a way of measuring the saturation of a particular color or the saturation of a pigment.